Colombian bastards out, but while we're at war with the triads, we ain't strong enough. The cartel has got bottomless funds from pushing that spank crap. If we make an open attack on them, they'll wipe the floor with us. They must be making spank on that big boat that Curly led you to. So we got to use our heads, or rather one head, your head. I'm asking you to destroy that spank personal to me, Salvador. Just to me, you will be a made man. Anything you want.
Yes, yes, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to my peoples and my guys, look alive, look alive. It's your boy Ak Reacher with another episode of the Jab Jamboree, produced by the LDBC, executive produced by the Full Berserker Clan. We are the highest form of human evolution. We're shaking with all of my, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy, child. Yo, I don't know how many times we argue, brother. I'm such a New Yorker that I don't give a damn. I will forgive you any day of the week. That's how real it is. That's how I feel it. I'm feeling so New York right now. Or some G shit. If you're from New York or, you know what, even Jersey. Because, you know what I mean? Like I said, my dad's side of the family live in Jersey. I learned a lot. From motherfuckers in Jersey. A lot of ex-boxers in Jersey helped me out. A lot of those regiments y'all see in my training videos is because a lot of them Jersey old heads, they used to be cool with my uncle, and they still call and check on me to this day. Solid. That's what I like, man. You got to be solid. That's why. And shout out, matter of fact, let me get in the chat. Let me shout out all my peoples in the chat. I'm sorry. First off, boy Lawrence Williams. Lawrence has been rocking. Yo, shout out to you, bro. You already know what we've been through with all of that, bro. And you still rocking out. I respect you. Keep doing your thing. Keep putting out that fire content, Lord. Snacks B, my other New York brother. If me and Snacks B, I'm telling you right now, I got a bias towards New York. I ain't gonna lie. If I was to ever get into an argument with somebody in New York, I'm being honest, I would forgive the New York person a little bit quicker than somebody from another state. I'm not gonna lie. Just because we come from the same streets. We may not be from the same borough and stuff like that, but we come from the same streets. You know what I mean? If that don't mean nothing to you, then I don't know what type of parents you had. You know what I'm saying? That on some real shit. I'm really like, I'm barely ever against anybody from New York. If I'm against somebody from New York, it had to be because something had happened in the past. Little B-Hop. I still love my Brooklyn people. I was supposed to go to high school in Brooklyn. Believe it or not, Brooklyn child. I was supposed to go to high school in Brooklyn, only because I was supposed to move in with my older sister. My sister Tiny, she lives in Brevoort Projects. If you guys aren't from Brooklyn, I'm going to tell you the reason why those projects are important, because those are the projects that produce Fabulous. Now, if you guys don't know, see, I'm not making up nothing. We don't call him Fabulous. In Brooklyn, they don't call him Fabulous. I'm not a Brooklyn nigga, but they don't call him Fabulous. They call him Sport. If you really from Brooklyn, you know that they call him Sport. My real Brooklyn dude that Tekashi got locked up, Mel Matrix, that was messed up. He was solid, yo. He was solid. That was messed up, bro. I know that dude. Yo, he was a solid. That was messed up, man. But anyway, we're going to talk about boxing. Shout out to all my New York people. Shout out to all of y'all. Nah, for real. Shout out to Rob Sportsman Lee. My fault. I see you, champ. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't want you to think. Shout out to you, bro. You know what I mean? Much respect to you. You know what I'm saying? Not really nothing. Brooklyn child. I'm just, you know what I mean? We just gonna talk about Errol Spence and Shawn Porter. Now, a lot of people questioned what I had, the video that I uploaded. A lot of people questioned what I was saying. Oh, do you know that that in the unification, and nobody was wrong for that because I didn't explain myself in the video. So that's why I'm glad that the brothers that I commented, so that the brothers knew that I wasn't ignoring them or nothing, on the video. Guys, y'all do know that I fight, right? Contrary to popular belief. You know what I'm saying? I'm really a fighter, like in real life. You know what I mean? I don't know. I can't tell you about nobody else. I can only tell you about myself. Like I'm renewing my license right now. I got to get my physical and stuff now. Like this shit is not a joke. So when I give you guys a wealth of knowledge and those people that know that, like for instance, let me tell y'all something. This is how you know you don't got to tell me nothing about boxing. Yeah, I may be a young boy and all of that. I ain't got no grades. I'm young, still pretty and shit. I understand why y'all may think I don't know that, but I come from a boxing family. So I'm not even going to lie to y'all. Don't take offense to this. If you real, you're not going to take offense to this. You're going to know that I'm just being real. I may know more than you 50-year-olds, being the fact that I come from a boxing family. Y'all know that. I showed y'all the pictures of my cousin Jesse. My great cousin Jesse was training with Sugar Ray Leonard and Roy Jones. If y'all missed that video, that means that you don't really rock with me like that. All of the people that rock with me like that seen all of that stuff. Or maybe you subbed to me late. I'm not going to knock Brooklyn Child, because Brooklyn Child, me and him just really got tight like that. But still in all, he from New York. I'm rocking with him. I don't give a fuck if he live in Cali. He from New York. I'm rocking with him. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's point blank, period. That's just how I give it up. Pardon me. But anyway, yeah, so I just want people to know that I knew because of Monty, because of my brother Monty. And Monty, I don't even know if you got the link, bro. If you even there, you might be busy. Because I know I sent you the link. I gotta call my man's back. Hold on, just in case y'all didn't know. Yeah, because like I said, the confusion came when I talked about John David Jackson and John David Jackson basically saying that if he was Shawn Porter, he would have Errol Spence weigh in at 12 o'clock. And then people got confused because I brought up the fact that Errol Spence is the IBF champion and you do the weigh-in early. You know what I mean? I'm trying to say it for this fight. I did forget about it. I knew that, but I forgot about it. That it's a unification. And when you do the unification rules, the IBF doesn't care about that 10-pound rehydration clause. The reason why I was bringing up the rehydration clause is because I know what John David Jackson was doing. See, a lot of y'all ain't fighters, so y'all don't know when niggas try to say little slick shit to you. Niggas be trying to, I'm telling you, niggas be trying to do these little subliminals. You know what I mean? He was basically trying to call Earl a weight bully without saying it. You got to be able to read that. And it's not reaching your act. It's too much. Nah, this is the God honest truth. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to call Earl a weight bully indirectly. That's basically what that means. Oh, I would have him weighing at 12 o'clock. And if you were true welterweight, you would have no problem with it. Who the fuck is Shawn Porter? No offense, to be wanting him to weigh in at any time. If anything, we got to worry about Shawn Porter too. He didn't make weight for the Ugas fight. When has Earl ever had to strip down naked and weigh in? We gotta be real now. Now we talking facts. Forget all of the misinterpreted shit. Now let's talk about facts. Let's talk about God honest facts. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever seen Earl come overweight? No, never. That I know you ain't gonna be able to come at him with that. So that's the point that I was really trying to make. And I'm glad that the brothers did question me, because I ain't gonna lie. You know, you may have thought that I didn't know what I was talking about. That's the same way my guy Monty. We're shaking, Monty. Let me just explain this real quick, bro. Just go on mute real quick while I make my point, if you don't mind, brother.
Yep, go ahead.
All right. So, yeah, man. Basically, what I was trying to say was that I knew about the whole IBF thing. I knew about the whole IBF thing. I just forgot about it. Monty reminded me about that. I'm gonna be real. Monty did remind me about that. I said, "Oh yeah, I completely." That's why the other day when we was on, I think we was next chat, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I did forget about that. It is a unified rules. The unified rules, you don't have to win." So a lot of people. I made that video. Like I said, I made that video a while ago, but my point was really to try to defend Earl because he's the IBF champion. Before that unification came, he had to weigh in the morning. He still had to weigh in the morning. He's y'all just now. A lot of people is just now talking about this. You know what I mean? A lot of people didn't even defend Earl and bring that up in the first place. A lot of people should have brought that up in the first place. That he's the IBF champion and you can't be over 10 pounds of the weight limit. Go ahead, Monty. Go holler at the people and tell them where they can. No, you're a made man already, so you know.
Yeah, you already know. But with that situation, though, that's gonna come with the territory, bro. Like you gonna have motherfuckers in the comment section saying this, saying that. They gonna try their best to try to prove you wrong. You know what I mean? But with motherfuckers like that, you let talk to themselves, bro. You already
know.
Yeah,
I know you be going through it.
Yeah, because you know you're established already in this game, and you know what you can do. So, like I say, how can you tell a motherfucker that's stepping in between them ropes something? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes shit slip people's mind, bro. Everybody on the edge about this fight. You know what I'm saying? We all not gonna be 100% correct on everything, bro. But people with common sense understand what's going on. You know what I mean? So it's like with motherfuckers like that, bro, either just a hater or a troll. You let their ass stick around. You don't kick them out. You let them stick around. You let them talk to themselves. But you let them watch the growth. You know what I mean? That way they can just continue to hate, bro. So with all that, you ain't got to explain yourself to nobody, bro. You know what I mean?
You know what, too, Monty? I agree with you, but you know what? A lot of dudes think that I'm like a tyrant already, and right. I'm trying to like because I'm about to be a father and all of that. I'm having a boy and a girl, so I'm trying to like
on that, bro.
Yeah, appreciate that. So I'm trying to really like tone it down because. You know what I'm saying? Like I could get like that. I could get like that. And you completely right. I think that's why I take so much offense to it because I am climbing through the ropes. And a lot of these people don't know I'm doing it for them too. They realize it though.
Exactly.
For them too. You know what I mean? Us as a people.
Exactly, bro. People gotta respect people like that though. But I had to learn the hard way. I used to growl at everybody, bro. Motherfuckers say something wrong about
that's why videos, I didn't.
I'm growling.
Exactly. That's why I didn't do that. I said maybe the brothers misinterpreted me. You know what I mean? So. I said maybe and I'm not mad at you, bro, because I know you a good dude and you don't like seeing people get. I already can tell what type of person you don't like seeing people get taken advantage of. I already know. I could tell. I already could tell.
And I just had the situation on my channel where he tell me I'm clickbait. I said, how the hell I'm clickbait? He said, where did Derek James expose Kenny Porter? I say, man, clearly the video say after Derek James exposed Kenny Porter. I still rock with the channel, but it's still. I say, listen here, man. You gonna have your opinion on it? All right, bro. I'll let the chat deal with you. You know what I mean? The brothers in the comment was hollering his ass for me, so it was all love, bro. But yeah, we heard though. We heard, bro.
Yeah. We are, bro. It's going down, bro. It's going down. Let me just get in this chat, Monty, and I'm gonna come right to you and you tell me everything you feel about the fight. I'm gonna actually ask you about Kenny and Derek James first.
All right.
And how you feel about that after. Let me get in this chat. Because mad people. I already read that. Earl, the showstopper. Oh, I see you, Monty. I didn't know that was you. He said, "Let me hop on the pen." Oh yeah, I got you. A Brooklyn chop box. Let me send it in a second. My fault. I didn't even see that. My fault, bro. I got you. Y'all shouting each other out. Hustle Slim act like you got that hunger in your voice. Sound like you on weight. Yo, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. You know how bad I wanted my girl to sneak me a Five Guys burger? Today is my cheat day. I'm still not even gonna cheat. I'm still not even gonna cheat. That's how real it is. I'm not even gonna cheat. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this live right now, bro. I'm about to have me a protein shake. I'm gonna have one solid meal. I'm probably gonna have the grilled Caesar salad. Salute. Rob Sports said Brooklyn Child Boxing salute. I need to see Shawn Porter gets excited to see what he's Oh man, y'all crazy, man. I don't look, bro. It could happen, but like I said, let me finish the chat. And I have Monty talk about it before me. They saying Monty salute. They loving you out here. Yeah, I got you. I just want to read it. As soon as I get done with the chat, Brooklyn Child, I'm sending you the link. Strict notes, he said, Act, what's up? He said, salute to the chat. That's my OG right there, man. Fred Thomas, what's shaking, Fred Thomas? I ain't see you in a minute, champ. You gotta come rock with me, man. Stormy B, man, you too, man. I don't like it when the brothers be too distant from me, man. I gotta excuse me. I always been like that. You know what I mean? I don't like it when a person's not around for me for a period of time. I don't know what your movement is like. You could change in that period of time. So please, if you can, please just say what's up. And I'm not asking for a lot. You ain't gotta donate it, nothing. Just say what's up. So I know that you're all right, you live, and you know you don't feel a way towards me. Because other than that, I'm not gonna really know. I'll do the same thing for y'all in y'all chats. I swear. Just you know what I mean? Just support me. I support you. All right, cool. Oh, they said congrats. Thank you, Fred Thomas. Yeah, you haven't been around, so you didn't know that. I was surprised my damn self, man. But anyway, Monty, bro, let's talk about it, man. I've been doing a lot of talking. I want to let you talk. I'm to Brooklyn Child while you do while you chop it up with the people. You know what I mean? I want you first though. How you the Kenny Porter and Derek James thing, and if you could remember. After that, just tell me how you feel about the fight in general.
All right. First starting off with Kenny Porter and Derek James. I've been waiting for this to happen, bro. I've been waiting for this to happen. I had to make a post on my Instagram where I got a Kenny Porter about trying to take all the, you know what I'm saying, Derek James credit. Derek James liked it and shit. But like enough is enough, bro. Enough is enough. Kenny, how many times like every fucking interview, bro. Every interview is like he throwing shots at Derek James. Every interview, like, man, I'm talking about from even before the fight even got made. You can find Kenny Porter talking about how he trained Errol Spence. Oh, how he took Errol Spence to Azerbaijan. I went to Russia in the Mayweather gym, the Olympic Center. I worked on his job for a year. Then the biggest thing came. Okay, you saying all that, but Derek James just explaining like, okay, man, I was on the Olympic team. We had coaches work with us, but these coaches not running around talking about they trained us as a professional. I mean, not as a professional, not just running around say they trained us. You know what I mean? Then we come along when Earl win his world title. Kenny throw a shot in that bitch talking about, oh, Earl, remember now when we was at the fight when you won your world title. Remember you looking over at the ropes at me, taking my instructions. If that ain't a motherfucking jab at Derek James, I don't know what it is, bro. If they ain't trying to say, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now, bro. You telling me like Derek James say, all right, so he looking over the rope at you. I'm right here in his face, and we all can attest to watching Errol Spence and Kell Brook, and seeing Errol Spence only listening to one man, and that's Derek James. I don't see Errol Spence looking over the rope. I seen him look over the ropes maybe once, and I thought maybe he was looking at his family. But Kenny Porter talking about you looking over at the ropes, taking instructions from me. Get the fuck out of here, Kenny. That crowd was on fire. That shit was rocking. Ain't no way in hell Earl Spence looking over the ropes. We don't even hear you on the fucking television, bro. We don't even hear you on the television. Now, if you give them instructions outside in the audience, right? Take Floyd Mayweather and Big Floyd for a chance when Floyd Mayweather was fighting Diego Corrales. We seen Big Floyd, Lil Floyd. Tell Lil Floyd to keep doing what he doing. 7, 8, 9. We see a motherfucker giving instructions outside. We didn't see none of that shit in the UK. We didn't see no cameras on your ass. We didn't hear no, hey Earl, hey, we ain't heard none of that shit. So you couldn't have been coaching him, Kenny Porter. So stop the bullshit. So now when Derrick James get on the camera and he throws shots back at your ass, Shawn Porter, if you tired of your daddy treating you like trash, come to Dallas and I'll treat you like a real man and sharpen up your tools after Errol Spence whoop your ass and take your title. You dig what I mean? For the second time in a row, you go been a one title, defended it once, and lost it because of your pops. You dig what I mean? So he got pissed off about that. Kenny Porter got pissed off about Derrick James questioning Shawn Porter manhood on the stage like he should have. You dig what I mean? You want to try to play mind games? Let's play mind games. You know what I'm saying? So don't get pissed off at that shit. And then when Derrick James called you a clown, a rodeo clown, you mad. So now you want to, you know what I'm saying, take it up on you like you're a motherfucking mob boss to step to this motherfucking man who is a professional fighter. I'm gonna say a former professional fighter, but once you're a fighter, to me, you're always a fighter. You know what I'm saying? You never lose it.
That's offending.
So
that's offending.
So you step to a professional fighter like you want to do something with your whole squad. Lucky Berry will start to save your ass because we know we know Derrick James would have broke your whole motherfucking face and fucked the whole fight up because maybe your son didn't want to, know what I'm saying, fight without his pops in the corner. You know what I'm saying? So we all, I'm grateful Barry Hunter would start to break up the shit because, man, if Derrick would have laid hands on that boy, it could have been assault on his ass. You know what I'm saying? So don't get pissed off, bro. When a motherfucker come back at you, Kenny Porter, and you don't like it, nah, be a man about it. You want to throw shots at other people when they throw shots back, take that shit. Don't try to get in there and try to keep it boxing. You making it personal. Man, you making it personal. Talking about you training somebody else fighter while they in a motherfucking world title fight. Like Derrick James say, it ain't the enemy, it's the enema. You the enema. You there to see us lose. You ain't there to see us win for real, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So with that situation, bro, I was waiting for it to happen. I thought it was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying, at one of the earlier press conferences. But like I say, salute to Barry Hunter, man. Barry a stand-up dude. He a stand-up dude. Even when he was going off on Shawn on that fucking on that inside of PBC or whatever the fuck it was, you can see that Barry was looking like, come on, man, you ain't got to be doing all that, you know. But at the end of the day, bro, don't give it if you can't take it. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be a man about some shit, be a man about it all the way around the board. You know? So I like the situation. I like how DJ handled himself. You know what I'm saying? Kenny Porter tried to step to him. He got his ass shut down. And anybody that say Derrick James didn't shut him down, we already know what your agenda is. Point blank, period. You know? So on that end, we can get to the fight. My thoughts on the fight, act, bro. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be a hell of a fight. It's gonna be a hell of a fight. Like I say, both of these dudes in shape. They coming to fight. You know what I'm saying? Shawn Porter ain't a champion for nothing. Shawn Porter ain't one of the top welterweights for nothing in the world. Every time Shawn Porter fight, I'm going to watch him. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'm going for him, sometimes I'm not. I went for him against, well, I ain't go for him. I thought he beat Danny Garcia. I said he was gonna win. I won money. I thought he beat Ugas. It was close.
Yes.
You know, I thought Keith Thurman would beat him, and I was right. So it's not that I don't like Shawn Porter. I like Shawn Porter. And going up against Earl, yes, Shawn Porter has faced some of the best fighters at welterweight. But in my opinion, now you're facing the number one uno at the welterweight division. You facing the best motherfucker. And in my opinion, bro, it's gonna be good for the first 5 rounds. You know what I'm saying? We might look, and it's just me being real. Some people might even have a 3-2 Shawn Porter after 5. You know what I'm saying? It can easily go that way, depending on how it go. But after 5 rounds, I feel like it's gonna be all Errol Spence from the 6th to the 12th. And if Earl do stop him, it's gonna be around the 9th or the 11th. You know what I'm saying? Might even be in the 12th. But I'm looking for Earl to punish this boy. I'm looking for Shawn Porter's face to be knotted up. You know? And if Earl don't stop him like with a knockout shot, I'm looking for Barry Hunter to tell Kenny Porter to save your son for another day. That's gonna be one of the hardest things Kenny Porter has to do. You know what I'm saying? Save your son for another day. Wow. But overall, it's gonna be a hell of a fight. But I'm Team Spence, bro. And I got Spence becoming the new unified world champion.
Okay. Yo, Monty, that was well put. Gotta give you credit. Gotta give you credit. You didn't stumble over one word. I ain't gonna front, man. Hopefully I come check you one day. Well, hopefully I run into Cunningham. That's one train out. That's one St. Louis dude, man. I already know he was solid back in the day. Brooklyn Child was shaking, champ. What's
What's
good?
popping, man? What's popping? Hey,
Salute, Brooklyn child.
hey, what's going on? Hey, man. First off, man, I want to say to Monty Brown, man. I've been following his channel for like a couple years now, man.
Wow.
Huge supporter of you, man. You know, what I mean, you do excellent work, man.
Much love, bro. Appreciate you, bro.
It's a pleasure to be on a panel with you. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
Much love, bro. Appreciate you.
No doubt, man. And then, I mean, can I touch on that? Can I touch on that, Kenny?
No, bro, I
Kenny
want
and
to ask you 2 questions before you go. These are 2 questions.
Yeah.
I want you to answer the same ones as Monty, but you didn't come on, so you may not know. So the first question I asked Monty was, how do you feel about Derek James and Kenny Porter getting into it? Then you could tell me about the overall fight and how you feel it's going to break down. So remember the first part, and then you go into the second part.
Yeah, man. I mean, as far as Kenny and Derek James, I mean, it's obvious they've been doing like sending like sneak jabs at each other. But I thought nothing of it. I mean, to be honest with you, man, I just think it's just part of the promotion. It just gives another layer to the whole overall grand scheme of things. You know what I'm saying? I think Kenny Porter. I mean, the stuff that he's saying, as far as like always trying to insinuate that he's training Spence and stuff like that, trying to take credit for Spence's success or whatever. I mean, I think it's kind of lame, but at the same time, at the end of the day, it's all promotion. So I thought nothing of it. You know what I'm saying? I know they're not gonna mess the money up. You know what I'm saying? It just gives us something else to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Like we're doing right now. You know what I mean? So I thought nothing of it. But I mean, as far as my thoughts on the fight, honestly, bro, like, so I mean, listen, I could very well be wrong, but I think very highly of Errol Spence Jr. in general. And I don't know, man. Something's telling me, man, that Errol Spence is gonna dominate this boy, bro. Something's telling me Errol Spence is gonna dominate Shawn Porter. I mean, yeah, man. There's something I see, man. It's just I can see how Shawn Porter can have some success, but I just think Spence's skill set and everything he brings to the table, man, I can't see Shawn Porter being able to get in a rhythm and get his shots off against Spence, man. I mean, Spence probably has the best jab in the sport. You know, Shawn Porter gonna have to constantly get on the inside to try to do work. But the problem is Errol Spence is a better inside fighter than him, and Shawn Porter smothers his work. Errol Spence doesn't. You know what I mean? So the best chance for him to have some success, it will be in the inside, and I just can't see Shawn Porter doing work on the inside against Errol Spence. Honestly, bro, I see Errol Spence dominating this man, bro. I mean, dominating this man, bro. And I see 9th round stoppage with him getting knocked down a couple times. I can even see Kenny throwing in the towel. You know what I'm saying? I can even see him throwing in the towel.
I ain't gonna lie, I dreamed about that.
Yeah,
on Monday.
man.
I swear to God, I dreamed that on Monday.
I don't. Even
though I'm still not. Go ahead. I don't want to give away my answer.
No. I don't. Even though I don't see Shawn Porter. I mean, I don't see Errol Spence hitting them with like a 1-punch knockout or whatever, because that's not Errol Spence's game in general. But I just see Spence punishing Shawn Porter to the point where Kenny's gonna throw in that white Kango. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna throw in that Kango hat, man.
Yeah, my man said the white Kango.
Yeah, man. He's gonna throw in that white Kango, man. Shit. It's over. You know what I mean? He either that or the referees probably or Jack Reese is gonna be like, you know what, son? You've had enough, man. You live to fight another day, bro. That's how I see it. Can't wait though to see how it goes.
He refereed one of my fights a few years back in Kansas City. It was a ringside tournament. Yeah. I seen him in Queens, where the Real Deal Promotions be popping off. My boy Maxito, he was on the card on that. He ended up losing that fight to some Panamanian kid. This Panamanian kid, he was kind of good. He was kind of good. He was from Brooklyn too. And he was the dude that my boy Maxito fought. He was from Brooklyn. I don't remember his. Let me type it in on YouTube. I don't remember. His name was Caesar Francis or something like that. It was Caesar something.
Yeah, man. Hey, yo, early in the chat, bro. Yo, you was on one, bro. I'm like, yo, what's up with actors?
No. I was,
no,
nah.
You was
I wasn't.
on one, son.
No. I was just I was just being honest because a lot of people wanted to know if I knew what was going on as far as not you. I'm just saying in general. I'm just saying in general. I always do little public service announcements.
Yeah. Because I saw you post a video, but I didn't get a chance to check it out yet.
Kurt, you win twice, bro. My fault. Brooklyn child. Kurt,
man,
you win twice.
Kurt Anderson, man. Oh man, I'm in the building with Kurt Anderson, Monty. God damn, man, this is gonna be a great panel today.
What's going on, fellas?
Oh, wrong one. Damn. My fault, Kurt. Wrong one. My fault, Kurt, because you logged in twice. My fault, man. So I took one of them out. Go ahead, say what you were saying.
Yo, my brother, Moni Brown, what's good with you, man? Brooklyn child, what's up? What's up,
Kurt, bro?
What's good, bro? What's good?
Boxing Day, man. I'm excited. Ain't nothing like boxing, man. To feed my appetite. We have a unification fight tonight, man. I'm gonna let y'all cook, and I'm gonna give you my answer. I don't know if Act want me to do it now, or I'll just wait my turn. But I'm excited, man.
Kurt, you can go. Actually, let me read the chat first, and then I want you to go, Kurt. Let me read this chat because the sooner I finish the chat, the better. Big Money said, "Man down, we're shaking." Big Money, hit me up behind the scenes on a hangout. Let me know if you want a link, man. It's Saturday, so I'm feeling nice. I feel like talk about these fight. Everybody shouting each other out. Okay. Nah, Stormy, I just gotta make sure. I ain't nothing against you, Stormy. It's just like I said, I've always been the type of person. I just gotta know where you at. I gotta know what you're doing, man. That's it, man. I go for how I grew up, man. I'm telling you, man, it's better that way. If you know where somebody is at and you talk to them at least every once in a while.
Hey, yo,
But
my cousin just stepped in. Let me step away for 1 minute. I'm gonna jump right back.
All right, go ahead, brother. Go ahead, Monty. You good? Okay. You good? All right, so Kurt.
Yes, sir.
Battle rifles in the building. So I had two questions for the brother that was on with me before. I basically asked them, how did you feel about Kenny Porter and Derrick James getting into it? And then how do you see the fight playing out with Errol Spence and Shawn Porter? 2-part question.
Oh, I love the Porter and James thing, man. It just adds fuel to the fire. Boxing has a lot of of the trainers going at it. Like you got trainers like Angel Garcia, Robert Guerrero's father, Mayweather. They was going at it. So it just brings it just brings a form of entertainment. When the trainers go at it, just leading up to the fight. I wish they was on the card, but I'm just joking. But the fight, Spence and Porter, I like Spence by 11th round TKO. I think Porter's style is all bad for Spence. An offensive arsenal that he has. He should utilize the uppercut, because when you fight a short, aggressive fighter like a Joe Frazier or Mike Tyson, whatever, and a fighter that likes to fight the inside, you throw the uppercut. It will be effective. But I think the jab is going to set up Errol's power punches. He's going to go to the body, but I think he's going to punish Shawn because the combinations that's going to come after the jab is going to set up his power punches. Shawn Porter is a good fighter, but he's a very limited fighter, man. He's real tough, and tough only goes so far. You must have skill when you're fighting an A+ fighter like an Errol Spence. And I don't think his style is going to resonate tonight against Errol, man. I think Errol is coming in here to make a statement. That's why he's putting emphasis on getting a knockout. He wants to make a statement in the welterweight division. If he does that, then I'll be very impressed, because Shawn is very, very strong. you know, a good friend of mine who refs a lot of Shawn Porter fights, Harvey Doc, said that Shawn is very strong. So if Errol can go in there and get the knockout, it will be more impressive. He just can't overshoot his punches like he does sometimes, you know, and look for the knockout, like be reckless, because, you know, he can get cut or counter, whatever. So he has to be careful and build blocks for a knockout. Let the knockout come by itself.
Okay, Kurt. A very intelligent assessment. Battle rifle. Let me just get these couple of chats. I'm gonna go. Brooklyn Child Boxing, my bro said my internet is tripping. All right, that's cool, bro. Whenever my internet tripped the other day when I was on 503's joint. So I understand, bro. Trust me, I completely understand. Matter of fact, we sent my bros a link. Battle rifle. You heard the question, the 2-part question that I asked Kurt.
What was it again? It was the fight prediction, I guess.
That was the second part. The first part was about Kenny Porter and Derek James.
I just pretty much said it as expected. Like, hold on a second.
All right, go ahead. Yeah, I know you're doing something. Yeah, man. So basically, oh, yeah, he fell out. Oh, not yet. Yeah, man. So basically, how I feel about it is, I thought honestly, Derek James and Kenny Porter getting into it, I thought it was lit, man. Look, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I still got Spence wanted to fight, but I don't care what nobody says. Kenny Porter and Shawn Porter got into Errol Spence and Derek James' head. I'm sorry, I believe that. I believe if they win anything, they won that. Earl is so calm and composed, even if something did bother him, y'all would never know. I'm like that too. Y'all would really know. Even if I was mad, y'all would think it's a regular day in the park. Y'all wouldn't really know. So, yeah, my point is this, man. A lot of people too are making assumptions for the brothers on the panel too, that Earl didn't do strength and conditioning. So, Kurt, could you tell me how you feel about that, or Battle Rifle, how you feel about Earl saying that he didn't do strength and conditioning? Which I'll tell you how I feel after. Go ahead, Kurt, if you can.
Repeat that question. I'm sorry.
Okay. So the question was basically, how do you feel? You know, as far as they say it, not really. I'm not going to say the weight bully thing, but how do you feel about Errol Spence as far as, the weight bully thing? How do you feel about the weight bully thing? Like the thing that John David Jackson said.
You know what, man? It's unfair they say that about Earl. If he can make weight, then he's not a weight bully. He is not a weight bully, man. They put that on certain fighters unjustly, man. He is not a weight bully. He could make the weight comfortably, so I never could understand, the big deal about him being a big welterweight. Who is anybody to say he should fight as a junior middleweight where he still could make 147?
Talk to him.
So I can't. Would you say act?
Nah, I said talk to him, Kurt. I'm just ad-libbing in the background. I'm talking shit. I'm talking shit like a battle rap. Go ahead, Kurt.
I could never understand why people trying to push Errol Spence to a higher weight because they feel he has an advantage. Like he's big, like he's Antonio Margarito or Tommy Hearns that big.
I agree with you. He's not that big compared to those.
No, he's not. So they just want him to be at a.
This dude
they want him to be at a disadvantage, and I could never understand why he could make weight comfortably. I mean, take for instance, Jaime Munguia, and Jared Herb. Now they was honest because they struggling to make 154. That's why they both moving up, and there's nothing wrong with that. They was big for the division. But it's up to you to fight at any division you want to, even if you 6'1" to 6'2". They got to do 6'5" fighting in the smaller weight divisions. If you could make the weight, then you're not a weight bully. Now, I know you blow up like balloons after you come off those scales. You go upstairs and eat spaghetti or a steak or whatever. And you know, that's not their fault. So people, when you talk about weight bully, if that fighter can make weight when he's supposed to make weight, then what makes him a weight bully?
And that's what I'm trying to tell people, because I don't think a lot of people realize the subliminal that John David Jackson threw at him when he said if it was him and he was in Shawn Porter's position, he said that he would have made Earl weigh in at 12 o'clock. He said if you're a true welterweight, then you got no problem with that. But I can't say it like John David Jackson. He'd be stuttering. You know what I'm saying? So Battle Rifle, are you back? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, go ahead, and then I gotta let my brother Brooklyn Child rock out.
Yeah, for what Kenny Porter, and as far as
yeah, go ahead, answer that. You can answer that and then tell me how to fight.
I see that as expected. You know, if I'm being honest, like Kenny Porter has just always been trying to start something with another trainer, and I think didn't he talk about in the past about Bojack's comments and stuff like that? So I feel like he's always trying to start something. So as far as what he's doing, I don't like knock him for it. I just see it as entertaining. It's funny when it happens. So yeah, like Curtis Anderson said, it would be really cool just to see like a trainer matchup, because he does have that. You know, I don't even know how this is coming to form, but the trainer belt, the WC trainer belt. So that'd be cool if we could see them like jump in the ring and then fight something out. But as far as the match goes, I think I'm one of the few people who don't see it as a knockout. I think I see it as a decision. I think he's going to dominate Shawn Porter, but I think it's going to be a unanimous decision. I think he's going to pretty much dominate the fight. I pretty much pick it like 8 rounds to 4, which is actually surprising, because I think if anybody's going for like the unanimous decision, I heard they have stuff like 10 rounds to 2 and stuff like that. I don't think it's going to be that wide, but I think it's going to be 8 rounds to 4. So.
Okay. Let me just say, you not the only one. See, I was gonna let Brooklyn Child rip, and then now Monty I was gonna let them rip, but I got a comment that you're not the only one that think that. I said in my prediction video, Battle Rifle, that I believe Shawn Porter would get knocked down once or twice in this fight, but it's gonna go to decision. I ain't gonna lie, Shawn Porter is very durable, bro. He's very durable. I understand size do matter, but Shawn Porter is very durable. Now, a lot of y'all had came in here before, and y'all was telling me this person is going to mow over this person easy, and that person was going to mow over that person easy. Let me give y'all an example. Lomachenko and Luke Campbell. Didn't I fucking tell y'all I sparred somebody that sparred Luke Campbell? Didn't I tell you that he was strong and it was going to be a hard fight? And what did Lomachenko say after the fight? That was my most difficult fight, and he hit me the hardest. I would have never admitted that, but that's the white boy in Lomachenko. He wanted to admit that. Good luck with admitting that. You know what I mean? Let me get in this chat, y'all. I'm about to let my bro Brooklyn Child cook after this. You all always get me when I think I know an answer. Hey, look at this. This dude is old enough to be my father. That's why I'm trying to tell y'all. This boxing stuff, bro, is in my blood, man. This is the OG right here telling me this, man.
Hey, you chopping up real bad.
I'm chopping up. Y'all hear me?
Now I can hear you now, yeah.
Okay, my fault. Let me finish reading this shit. What's good, Junior? Junior said, get out of here. Hold on. He said, y'all niggas don't know Kenny. I'm be honest. I already told you, Junior, what I know about Kenny. Work with a dude from Ohio. Solid. He's solid dude, bro. He a real dude. I know this dude's out of control. And he told me his uncles know Kenny. He's from Cleveland. So, you know what I'm saying? Oh, shit, Monty, come back in here, bro.
I think you chopping up again, Act.
I'm chopping up.
Maybe it's just me. I keep hearing.
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Yo, Brooklyn Child, you can hear me before I keep reading the chat? I'm clear?
Yeah, you better now.
Yeah, I can hear you, but you were chopping up a little bit earlier.
Okay. All right. And then shout out to Legendary. He said, Cousin Junior, the truth, turkey leg hunt, have the fight for free tonight. Legendary is crazy. There, bro. Where else would you go, Legendary? And then Rob Lee Sports Lab. Go ahead, Brooklyn Child. Go ahead, bro. I know you was waiting.
Hey, what was y'all discussion?
Nah.
Because like I said, my internet was tripping. I had to reset my joint.
Well, basically, what ended up happening is, we was talking about how basically the questions you answered earlier when I asked you about Kenny Porter and I asked you about what you think about the fight. So, if you know, we could move on from that, and if y'all want to talk about another topic, we get on something else. If y'all still want to talk about this or put in any last words, y'all let me know. Go ahead.
Let me touch on that weight bully shit. Because when I hopped on, like Kurt Anderson was talking about, yo, man, I swear to God, man, all that, like when people been putting that jacket on Errol Spence for years. Oh, he's a weight bully. Man, all that weight bully shit is bullshit, bro. At the end of the day, if he's making the weight, there should be no issue. You know what I'm saying? Like you making weight, that's part of combat sports. That's going on in wrestling, that goes on in MMA, that goes on in boxing, that goes on everywhere. So why are we just putting it all on? Why are we just like, you know, singling out Errol Spence? The reason why people are singling him out because people just fucking hating. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's no reason to put that jacket on, not just Errol Spence, but any fighter. To me, that whole weight bully shit is bullshit. To me,
Brooklyn Child.
What's up?
And Act, somebody got something on in the background. It's not Brooklyn Child.
Oh no! It's battle rifle. Go on mute, bro.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Yeah, right. It's cool.
All right, go ahead, Brooklyn Child.
No, it's all good. But man, like that's what I'm saying. Like that weight bully stuff, man, is nonsense, bro. And plus, in regards to Errol Spence, this man has been making 147 like basically his whole career. You know what I'm saying? What are we talking about?
That's a fact.
It's like he's so far he's been so dominant. It's like people want to see him see his armor get kinked up a little bit. And it's like, yo, that's lame, bro. He's making 147. He seemed like he's doing it very comfortably. He's a welterweight. It is what it is. Handle that man in the ring. Depending on who's the fighter, handle him in the ring. He shouldn't have to be forced to go up to 154 or 160 for what? He's making $160. He's making 160, and he's never missed weight. So what the fuck are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, yo, people on this internet, man, is always griping about something. It's like, bro, he makes the weight, bro. There should be no discussion. You know what I mean? Don't just single out Errol Spence Jr. That's crazy to me.
Hey, Ack and Brooklyn Child chat and Battle Rifle. You notice that when Errol started to build momentum in his career, when he went to England and beat Brook, and he started dominating people before the Mikey Garcia fight, he was on a 12 fight knockout streak. People start saying he on steroids, he a weight bully, he overrated, and he can't box. I see something. And all this, man, it just seems like with certain fighters, when they build momentum and they good, man, you know, people try to knock them off their perch by saying BS.
Facts.
I mean, because like in some ways, I'm gonna be honest. I sometimes do it too, because I remember when nobody was talking about Terrence Crawford, and then he beat Gamboa. He went on a knockout streak, which is knocking everybody out, and I was like, this guy doesn't get big at all, and almost every time you see him, this guy's shredded. I'm starting to look suspicious, but I never accused him of steroids. I was just like I'm just suspicious. But then again, I've done it too. Like I when people improve in such great ways, sometimes I'll look at them and be like, how is this guy doing this? So yeah, that does happen a lot.
It's called slave DNA. That's what it's called. It's called slave DNA. And you from Florida. You should know that better than my New York ass. It's called slave DNA. Let me get in this chat, y'all. Let me get in this chat. I still love you, Battle Rifle, but you know that was slave DNA. Shaking my head. If y'all knew that, I would have flew down there. Wilder in Vegas, November 22nd. Cousin Junior, y'all talking about something. Oh, wow. Okay. Don't worry, Legendary. Thank you. That's definitely gonna be the next starting point. Sub Owen Walker. Shout out to you, bro. If you like what you hear, sub to the channel. I appreciate you. All those decaf think I don't know welterweight. Oh, okay, welterweight should walk around like at 155, but he has the IBF title, so he could have weighed in and he could have really came in at 157. Can't be passed. I'm not saying today because it's a unification. Okay, it's a unification today. You know what I mean? I'm just saying regularly. So how can y'all call Errol a weight bully on top of that? And when I even think about it, because I keep telling y'all about the IBF shit. Yeah, because today he don't got to do it. He didn't have to do it in the morning today. He normally always have to do that. So that's all I really had to say. Let me just talk about Trick said boxing weight bully trivia. Joey Gamonsa sued a New York athletic stake. Oh, yeah, I remember that for a fighter that weighed 160 the night of the fight. But I was I was a little kid when this happened. 140. Who was this original? I forgot who it was, bro. But I know who that was. I was a kid when that shit happened. I don't remember who the person he fought.
Oh, I remember it was Toro Gatti.
It was a Toro Gotti, right? Okay.
Yeah, Joey Gamont sued and won too, $1 million. Yeah, because Arturo made weight, but he gained like 20-something pounds. He looked like a middleweight, man. And
I remember that. Yeah, he knocked him out like a run around, didn't he? Like a
who was that? Oh,
probably Battle
Party going. It's probably somebody having a party, man. They about to get ready for Spence and Porter, man. You know what I mean? Words, man.
I'm sorry, I was trying to talk.
My fault. Go. What's her name? Just go on mute real quick, and then when you get like in a clear area, Battle Rifle, just come back. Just come back in. Let me read this chat though. Lawrence Williams said, "Act, you supporting Ava Knight in her MMA debut tonight? Oh man, she fighting tonight? Oh come on, Ava. You know you came on the wrong night, man. Oh man, I watch it after. I'll watch it. I'll see what up with her after. And then my big homie Drew said Gaddy came in that fight at 168 or something crazy. Yeah, damn. That's wild. Go ahead. Somebody wanted to say something? I'm done with the chat.
Yeah, I was just saying about the Arturo Gatti and Gamache. He had sued the athletic commission and won millions, man. And you know, and Gatti knocked him out brutally. And that was it for Gamache, man. That was unfair. That was because it should have been a weight clause, man. But you know, that's what happened. I want to say what's up, Lawrence Williams. What's up, Drew Titan? I can't see the chat, but what's going on with y'all, man? I hope y'all enjoy the fight tonight.
Okay. Let's talk about Wilder, November 22nd, y'all. Let's move into the next topic.
That's 23rd.
Oh, 23rd.
Yeah,
sorry.
22nd on a Friday. I just looked at the calendar.
Sorry.
You good?
23rd. That's what they said in the chat. I'm sorry, bro.
No, you good.
Go ahead. You talk about it first.
Shit, man. Another great night of boxing. You know what I'm saying? You know, PBC's doing their thing, man. Looking forward to seeing Wilder, man. Looking forward to seeing them on Fox. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, that Showtime shit was getting kind of tiring for me. Now, I mean, I'm tired of Jim Gray's old ass. I'm tired of Paulie Malinagi's punk ass, man. I'm tired of they bullshit scorecards, bro. Like, I'm tired I'm just tired of that Showtime shit nowadays, bro. So I'm glad to see him on. He's gonna be on Fox, man. And what's gonna happen is Wilder's popularity could grow because Because like for example, I don't know if people know this, but WWE is with Fox now.
Oh wow.
So I could definitely imagine Wilder taking part in a WWE event type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
probably gonna be a lot of
personality for that.
That's a good point, Brooklyn Child. It probably might be a couple boxes, but definitely Wilder. Definitely somebody like a Wilder or a Spence. They will want in there somebody that's real marketable, that's a real star in the sport, or a Canelo. They will want a couple.
I know Canelo. He's on the zone.
Well, he is on the
zone.
Cut
out.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if Canelo was on Fox, man, it will be big because Fox is a great platform. Yes. This is how they used to do it by you fighting on. See, Fox is tied in with, a network TV. Case in point, when I was watching the Green Bay and Philadelphia game, they were promoting Porter and Spence. It gets no better than two fighters being promoted in the NFL while watching an NFL football game. And this was the platform of the 80s with Leonard and Ali, and Tyson coming up in network TV. Even though it's FS1, they have a network channel, which is, of course, Fox with NFL football games. And like Brooklyn Child said, they have wrestling now. Fox is doing extremely well. And I wish Wilder would be on Fox, man, and Fox pay-per-view when there's a super fight. His popularity will shoot through the roof. So I want to see Spence and Porter numbers. If the numbers are really good, you can credit Fox for promoting it nonstop and putting a promotion on an NFL football game.
Okay. Kurt is definitely right about that.
More than likely, but more than likely Wilder's next pay-per-view is going to be on Fox, because I heard something like people was talking, saying something along the lines that essentially Fox outbidded Showtime for the rights to showcase Wilder and Ortiz. They outbidded him. So his next pay-per-view is going to be on his next fight is going to be on Fox.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard they couldn't afford Deontay Wilder. So you think they could afford Tank?
And then the good thing too, we don't have to hear a Jim Gray post fight interview, man. I hate that motherfucker, bro. Jim Gray, bro. I hate that dude, bro. Out of everybody him, Mark Kriegel, who else? Tessitore, I think Tessitore, ESPN, Tim Bradley. You know what I'm saying? Jim Gray is like up there for me.
I can't stand Tessitore. I want to fight Tessitore.
I can't stand Jim Gray, dog. I wish one of these fighters just like give him a nice 2-piece and a biscuit, man. You know what I'm saying? Real shit.
Tessitore talk crazy. You'd have thought he was in that ring.
Yeah, man. The hell with these people, man. That bullshit.
Hey, yo, mention Wilder name a few times on their broadcast. Yeah, of course, bro. They gotta sell the fight for their fighter. You know how they do, man. And using the footage and all of that.
Dang, bro.
Using the footage and all of that on ESPN. They gotta make sure they put Showtime Sports. You know what I mean?
How is it possible to promote a Tyson Fury but you constantly showing him getting knocked out? I don't understand.
Yeah, that. I didn't get that either.
If you're gonna promote Tyson Fury, put together a montage of what he did to Wilder. I wouldn't show him getting knocked out. That's not good promotion, if you ask me.
Well, I'm gonna tell y'all something,
yeah,
and I'm gonna tell y'all they're trying to be real slick. I'm gonna tell y'all something, Brooklyn Child. They're banking on his complexion, but it's not resonating like they thought it would. That's why when Tyson Fury said, "I'm gonna start fighting in America," because there's a saying: there's nothing more precious than a white heavyweight champion or a contender. So they was banking on Tyson Fury complexion to sell, but it didn't resonate with the white American sports fans, just like Triple G and just like Lomachenko. It didn't resonate. So now they like, we got to go to plan B, but there ain't no plan B. They gave away half the tickets. He only did 3,000 plus. They don't care about Tyson Fury here. He might as well go back to the UK. That's what they was banking on, So they were saying, hey, it don't matter if we show him getting knocked down. He's still being promoted, and this is somebody that they can, relate to. Why do you think Tyson Fury with the Mexican wardrobe and he dancing black and, he got a habit of doing that, listening to hip hop music and, dancing and all that. He's trying to win over the American crowd, but it didn't work.
Let me get in this chat, Kurt. Good point that you brought up, though. Great point. Let me see. He said SmackDown on Fox.
That's what I'm saying.
They shouting each other out. Oh, what's the name? Shouted you out. Brooklyn Child Drew. Another New York. Another New York. Oh, you responded? Okay.
I responded to his comment.
All right. Wait, hold on. One more. Because he's and then what's the name saying? Kurt Sugar, because of the white fans, racist ones do not spend money. That's a fact. ESPN tried to use Jerry Cooney game plan to promote Fury and failed, just like Jerry Cooney failed. Go ahead. It's like he failed against Larry Holmes. Okay.
Yeah, man. That like was over, man.
Don't do that, Ack. He still got some good names on his resume.
I know I'm not. Look, bro, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying as far as when he came to the fight that we cared about against Larry Holmes. You know what I'm saying? He lost. See, niggas don't understand how important beating that person in your generation is. That shit is very important. Floyd taught me that.
You're right. Because Jerry Cooney, if he would have beat Holmes, he would have had a national holiday. And Jerry Cooney, I met him at Madison Square Garden, man. He was a very nice dude, man. And he was a very nice dude. The backdrop was that Don King went to Jerry Cooney, and this is a true story. And he told Jerry Cooney to call Larry Holmes a nigger during a press conference in New York. And Jerry Cooney said, I ain't doing that. That's true. Because Don was trying to pour gasoline on fire. You could feel the racial tension. There was a heat wave that day. You know what I mean? And they promoted Cooney very well. He was on the cover of Sports Illustrated. And that fight, they announced Holmes first, who was the champion, and Cooney second. It was that obvious. He was just in the middle, of just, a lot of racial tension, man. But Cooney wasn't like that, man. Cooney was always cool. He used to say, it doesn't matter if you're black or white, as long as you have a good left or right. That was his favorite saying. But it was, that's what he said.
Yeah,
Cooney
man.
was cool, man.
You remember what Larry Holmes said about him? He said, man, even at the time, man, we managed to become good friends, man. Just don't hit me in the D as much. I don't want to cuss when I came around. Because you remember he kept low blowing him in the fight.
Yeah, he did.
Like Holmes goes to Jerry Cooney's charity. He does a lot of charity work with Jerry Cooney, so they the best of friends, man. But I remember, they asked Larry, the Great White Hope, and Larry Holmes said, they hope I don't kill his ass. Larry is crazy, man, but there was a lot of racial tension, man, with Holmes and Cooney, boy.
Drew Titan said he was nice. That whole ordeal wasn't his fault. And then Rob Sportsman Lee said Don King is true hustler, shaking my head. And then he said Tommy Morrison also refused to be the Great White Hope. He was a cool dude. Yeah, I liked him. My favorite fight with him, Kurt, Ray Mercer. I hate that he got slept like that, but god damn, Ray Mercer.
Yeah, that shit. Yo, that shit is vicious. That shit was vicious, bro.
That shit was real vicious.
That shit was savage, bro.
That shit was Sam Cassell, Tyrone Hill ugly.
Shit, dog.
Oh man. But
did you see the Razor Roddick one?
I seen the Razor Roddick. I never thought Razor. I don't know. You know what? Never mind. Because I got a lot of Jamaican friends. I'm not going to do this.
Man, I'm not going to front that. that Wilder joint against Spilka was something vicious too, bro.
Oh my God,
man, dog! I remember watching that joint live. I really thought Spilka died, bro. I really thought he died, bro.
You bringing that up? That's the old. I forgot to remember one time I was asking what was the best right hand you seen, past, present, or future. Yeah, I always my favorite right hand. I think Kurt knows this one again.
Yeah, Robinson and Graziano.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah, you talking about his mouthpiece fluid with the camera?
God, how did they catch that in black and white film? Oh my God! Oh my God, that was the best right hand I ever seen, man.
Man, I don't know, man. What's creeping up for me is Wilder against Brazil, bro.
I was there for that. I was there live. I was there live, bro.
To this day, bro, I watch that shit, bro. Like sometimes, like I just be doing like my regular work. I just doing like my personal work. I'm like, you know what? I mean, let me see that shit real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just something beautiful, bro. The way
mines have to be Hearns and Duran.
Oh yeah, that was nasty.
Mines is Hearns and Duran.
That was a good fight, just period. You know what I mean? Because I actually, to be honest with you, when I first watched it, I kind of underestimated Duran. I didn't think he was going to be able to stand up to the Newark Savage. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think he was going to be able to deal with Hagler.
Hagler gave him too much respect, man. You know, and Leonard was one of the commentators.
Yeah, go ahead.
And he said Duran's hard to hit, and Hagler found that out. He should have came out like he did against Hearns, man. He had something personal against Hearns, man. And, you know, he boxed Duran. Duran was always a slippery kind of dude, man, who had a tricky, you know, Duran had a counter right. You know, he'll rock off the back foot and come back with the right hand. Duran was very smart in the ring, man, very savvy. And Marvin found that out the hard way. He gave him too much respect. Hearns didn't do that. Hearns went right to him and got him out of there.
I ain't gonna lie. You right, though. And I ain't gonna front. As far as that right hand you brought up with Roberto Duran, I swear I was trying to catch my sparring partner off the ropes with I swear to God. I don't know how Tommy did it. I know he probably torqued it a little bit, probably hit him behind the ear or either on top of the head. You got to aim for that shit perfectly for a clean knockout. Kind of how, I hate to admit it, Little B-Hop did last week. You kind of got to aim for the back of the ear or that top of that temple. You know what I mean? Or that jaw, the tip of that chin. You know what I mean?
Prospect in the sport, you know what I'm saying?
You ever seen Bob Foster versus Jerry Forrest?
Bob Foster.
That was vicious. Woo.
Hey, yo, you know who used to crack dudes too? Randall Bailey.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That thing he did against Mike Jones.
About the uppercut.
Yeah, man. That uppercut was something, man. I forgot his name, man. That's why I was like on my computer, like looking him up and shit, man. Yeah, Randall Bailey, that MF could punch, bro.
Don't forget that right hand that Rockman hit Lewis with in the first fight too.
Yep.
He caught him coming off the ropes.
That was a good right.
Oh, man.
It's the same
my feeling.
Lewis Williams, the same way you saying, don't forget about Rockman and Lewis too. Kurt is completely about that. He's completely right that we got to give Rockman credit for his right hand too.
And Marciano versus Walcott caught him against the ropes too.
Oh my fucking God! I don't even like it.
Man, he fell asleep on the ropes, man.
Hey,
that was devastating.
Drew Titan, I'm looking at his comment. Drew Titan talking about Mike McCallum. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, man. I've watched because Mike McCallum, he was fighting before my time or whatever, but I watched him fight, like his highlights and stuff like that.
Yeah,
man, that was a beautiful fighter right there, bro. It's
Terrence Crawford fight. I'm sorry, Brooklyn child. Go ahead, bro.
Oh no, I was just
Terrence
gonna say
Crawford fights just like. Oh, okay. Terrence Crawford fights just like Mike McCallum. I did a breakdown on McCallum and Terrence Crawford. We was at the boxing gym, and they was like, they called me Kareem and Noor. They was like, Kareem, you right, man. They fight just alike. When Crawford caught Khan with the right hand, the first knockdown, he stepped to the side and came with a left hook, almost like simultaneously. That's a Mike McCollum move. He did it against Julian Jackson. Julian Jackson was wild, and he hurt McCollum. When you go look at that fight in the early rounds, but it was McCollum's, high ring IQ. He got through the storm, and then he knocked out Julian Jackson. He caught Julian Jackson when he was, up and coming. I think that fight was in Miami. But McCollum was a great fighter, man. Tommy Hearns gave McCollum the name the Body Snatcher, and he was supposed to fight Roberto Duran. But what happened was Emmanuel Stewart went behind Mike McCollum's back and gave the fight to Tommy Hearns because McCollum was the number one mandatory contender, and when Duran beat Davey Moore. So Emmanuel Stewart told Roberto Duran, "Why fight McCollum where you don't need a belt? Your name is Roberto Duran. You could fight Tommy for a lot more money." And Duran dropped the WBA belt and fought Tommy Hearns, and McCollum was on the undercard of Hagler and Hampshire, and he fought a guy by the name of Sean Mannion, became the junior middleweight champion, and plus he knocked out Donna Curry. Mike McCollum, man, never got the, the props he deserved, or the recognition because, they could have fought him, but the fights never came into fruition, just like Aaron Pryor.
I was watching a video of Scrapbook Boxing, man, and he was talking like his recent video. He was talking about Charlie Burley and what's the other dude name? He was just talking. I think Ezra Charles, and he's talking about how they were dogged and avoided and shit like that, and it's just like when I think about that type of stuff, man, I just get pissed. I just get mad, man, because it's like, bro, like these fighters need to get a fair crack at need an opportunity, man, to showcase their abilities, man. But too much times throughout boxing, currently and in the past, man, like people just don't get the opportunity to get that recognition, man. You know what I'm saying? Just because like certain guys don't want to fight them and shit, it's bullshit. Like for example, I don't care what anybody tells me, man. I don't think Vladimir Klitschko beats Luis Ortiz, but he never got the opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you.
Know what I'm saying? So
Charlie
now,
Burley.
Yeah.
No, go ahead, bro. I
was gonna say, I feel like Ezra Charles got a little bit better of the deal because he was the bigger guy than Charlie Burley did, if you ask me. Because Ezra Charles, if I'm not mistaken, he fought Joe Louis for his title, right?
Yeah, he beat Joe Louis.
He beat him, exactly. So I can't say that he was, you know what I mean? Because he got it. He made it there. There was fighters that I could tell you about back in the day that didn't even get to make it. Like, they didn't get to compete.
Like Sam Langford.
Exactly. At all.
Yeah, man.
Man, black fighters had it rough, man. Charlie Burley fought like Roy Jones, man. He was a pretty dude, suits and fine coarse hair, and the dude can fight, man. I always wanted to see him and Sugar Ray Robinson, but a lot of people ducked Charlie Burley. He was like 89 wins, 13 losses with like 50 knockouts. He fought Ezra Charles, beat Archie Moore, beat Fritzy Zivic. These was great fighters, back in the day. But Charlie Burley can box, he can punch, he did it all. He did it all. I got him number 9 as my top 10 fighters of all time. The Black Murderers Row were a bunch of fighters who had to fight each other 63 times because they couldn't get title shots. Like Tony Zale and Marcel Cerdan, they ducked Charlie Burley. That's how great he was, man. Some people said Sugar Ray Robinson, but I don't believe that. If they would have fought 3 times, he probably would have won once. Burley. That's how great he was, man. Burley was a great fighter.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. That's why I get ticked off with the sport, man. You know what I'm saying? These the system need to change, man. These fighters need to get an opportunity, man, to showcase what they got. You know what I'm saying? Like too much of this, picking and choosing bullshit, man. It's not right. You know what I'm saying? But like for example, A. Kurt, who because I was thinking about the name, but I forgot. Who was the black fighter at heavyweight that Jack Dempsey famously ducked?
What, the homie Williams?
That was Shane Langford.
That was Sam Langford. That's what I'm saying, bro. You know what I mean? But Jack Dempsey goes down. Jack Dempsey gets all the glory. But before I've heard this, you always hear about Jack Dempsey, but you don't hear about a Sam Langford. I ain't learned about Sam Langford until I started listening to boxing YouTube, man. You know what I'm saying? Like guys get taken out of the discussion and it's bullshit. You know?
Oh, 1 second.
Yo.
Battle rifle. Mute yourself.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you gotta remember to mute yourself, bro. I ain't gonna front that straight.
I'm sorry.
It's cool, bro. You know, because you know when you're in a building with a lot of people, you just gotta do that because that background when you got headphones and you can hear it crazy. Question.
The Brooklyn child cooking, man.
Trick Noty, since you want to ask trivia all the time, I figured I got a little trivia question of my own. You know what I'm saying? Who was the hardest puncher my man, ageless Archie Moore, ever faced? Who was the hardest puncher? Yeah, you ain't gonna be able to find it. You could Google. You could try to Google.
Is it Rocky Marciano?
He said he's one of them, but he wasn't.
Deontay Wilder.
Shit, he probably would have been if he would have been.
Is it Archie Moore?
No, I'm saying Archie Moore. I'm saying who did Archie Moore say was the hardest puncher that he faced?
Oh, the hardest puncher for Archie Moore.
And this is a dude that you could say the reason why I'm asking this question before you go battle rifle, because you could arguably say, you know what I mean, knocking out 132 people. You could literally say that you was the best power puncher, but go ahead. That's why
did Archie Moore ever fight Joey Maxson? I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, he won the belt from him. Beat his ass.
Is it Joey Maxson?
No. Yeah, you ain't gonna guess. Yeah, I ain't gonna get. Go ahead, Kurt. Go ahead, Kurt.
Yvonne Durrell.
Nah, but he was another one that he named one of them. The hardest puncher that he ever faced was Curtis the Hatchet Shepherd. I don't know if y'all remember him. If y'all don't remember him, keep banging. I'm gonna tell y'all like we said.
Did say that.
Yeah, I've heard of him. Yeah.
I heard the name, but I've never seen him fight or nothing.
Yeah, you ain't really no tape on. He was a hard punching journeyman, but I heard that he was literally one of the hardest punchers. An old dude in Jersey told me that, Kurt.
Yeah.
Yep.
An
old boxer. Like he in a wheelchair now.
Man, there's been so many hard punchers. Like yesterday on Stormy B Man stream, man, we was talking about Gerald McClellan, man. And how he scored an 8-second knockout in a championship fight. That's a record in Puerto Rico. I remember.
that I think he cracked the guy's.
Yeah. Body, J Bell. 8 seconds. Fight was over for the WBC middleweight title. And Gerald McClellan was a vicious puncher, man. He was a mean dude too. You know, out of the ring. You know, used to fight dogs and all that, man. He was vicious, man, and it showed in the ring, man, you know, and there was a guy by the name of Bob Satterfield, Matthew Saad Muhammad, Julian Jackson. Y'all know, I mean, brutal punchers, man.
Yo, you know who was a great puncher? You could tell, man, David Tua, bro.
Yeah.
Oof. Yo, you know what's crazy? I'm not gonna name the show or whatever, but I remember I asked you a question when I was in the chat one time, and I asked you who would win, David Tua or Mike Tyson. I'm not gonna front. For years, I've always said to myself, man, why that would have been a great fight if it happened, like let's say like in the 97 or something, or 96 or something. You know what I mean? That would have been a great fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Maybe Mike Tyson didn't want that smoke, bro.
I think it would have been Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson he's just much faster than Tua. And I think he just would have just took a lot of punishment. I mean, as far as David too, I think he would have took some shots, but he would have been able to hold his own. Mike Tyson has a chin too. His chin is underrated.
But it depends on what Mike Tyson, because the Tyson to me where he had two careers, man. I love Mike Tyson against Tyrell Biggs and Tony Tubbs, man. That's when he had head movement, punched in combinations, you know. And he did everything right, you know, but the Tyson later on after Rooney, you know, he had a lot of flaws. You know, he was off balance. That's why Holyfield beat him. You know,
That movement was non-existent, Kurt.
Yep. So Tyson in the 80s against Biggs and Tyson that fought Tony Tubbs was a different fighter. He was well conditioned. He was mentally right. You know, that's the most important thing because he did what he wanted to do when he didn't have Kevin Rooney no more.
Hey, you know what? Another fantasy matchup I think about a lot, bro. Tyson and Wilder. I think about that shit too. I'm not gonna lie, man. I think Wilder would get him, bro.
I can't say that, man. Mike Tyson.
I think Wilder gets him, bro. I think
Mike
he gets
Tyson
him.
is too vicious in his prime. And
hey, same as Wilder.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Wilder's vicious puncher, but who has he ever fought? It doesn't even compare to Tyson. That's just too much. Like, as far as getting inside, he would have no problem. As far as getting punches off, I feel like he has no problem. He'll take some shots, and Mike Tyson would always get back up. He was never the guy who's getting knocked out cold and just not get back up. He usually get that back up. So, I mean, I don't think Wilder can deal with Tyson's ferocious nature. As far as pressure fighters goes, probably the greatest pressure fighter there is in his prime. So, I feel like you have no problem just getting inside, especially with somebody even like as tall as Wilder, who's what 6'8", 6'9", or so. There's no problem.
Let me get in the chat real quick, y'all. He said noise. David Thomas said they going back today. And then Snacks B says salute to NY, of course.
Yeah, salute Snacks B, man.
And then Drew Titan said Mike versus Ibe Abuchi. That would have been a great fight. I got Ibe Abuchi. I'm sorry. Tua was a volume puncher. Sorry, Wilder knocks the shit out of Mike in 5 rounds.
I agree, bro. I think
Mike Lord said, "What's good?" Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. That's a disrespect to Mike Tyson, man. That's the other disrespect.
I'm with Brooklyn Child on this one. We're gonna be real New York biased.
I'm not. It's not disrespect to Mike Tyson. I mean, because Wilder. I mean, Wilder at the end of the day has like what 82, 83 inch reach. You know what I'm saying? Like that's gonna be tough on Mike Tyson, bro.
Yeah, but he fought people like that on the regular, man. He's fighting people like Tyrell Biggs and Carl Williams are like 6'5" and 6. Like have like
Tillis was kind of too.
But Wilder,
James Quick Tillis. You got people who are Bone Crusher Smith, even though he was old, was still a tall fighter.
He was tall as fuck.
And yeah, like he just fought people like that on the regular, man.
That's young Tyson. I still think even a young Mike Tyson would have had problems with Deontay Wilder. Because I just feel like Deontay Wilder, he's so rangy and he's so long.
I mean, it's no doubt he would have had problems. I mean, Mike Tyson is never the type of person who. I mean, Mike Tyson, I guess you could say that's is one of his greatest strengths, but also his biggest flaw. He's never the type of person to move backwards. So eventually, he's going to get hit. But I don't think
he's going to get hit with the right hand. I ain't even going to lie to you. He's going to get hit with the right hand. And I know if he couldn't take Lennox Lewis right hand and he's saying that it hurts to Ronnie Shields in the corner, what the fuck you think he going to be saying about Wilder when he get hit with that right hand?
But then also too,
you have to realize that he took multiple right hands by Lennox Lewis. And the thing is, Lennox Lewis, I think he compared hitting Mike Tyson to hitting tree bark because he just wouldn't go down as fast as he thought he would. So he had to just keep piling up right hands after right hands after right hands.
I don't think Lennox Lewis is as strong as a puncher as Deontay.
But also too, you got to remember, Mike Tyson was built on like intimidating your opponents, intimidating his opponents.
Facts.
Wilder ain't gonna be afraid of no Mike Tyson. Are you crazy? You know what I mean? Wilder possesses the same intimidation factor as Tyson in a lot of ways. And then also too, Wilder is somebody that's disciplined. Wilder's not out here, doing cocaine. Wilder's not out here.
It's a Brooklyn
mentality. Orgies with all these type of women, bro. Wilder's not out here, not taking the sport seriously. Wilder takes the sport seriously.
Wilder
I
ain't.
mean, you have to take into account that when he was in his prime, he wasn't doing most of that stuff. So
Wilder didn't have a clap and still was fighting. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
But then also too, think about the landscape of boxing. Let's say a prime Mike Tyson. You think his handlers would have been itching at the bit to put him in the ring with a Deontay Wilder type of opponent? It's not gonna happen.
well, if we're being honest, let's just say Mike Tyson is in the prime of his career. Let's say like he's like 25-0. I think he won his title at like 19 fights or something. I can't remember. But the thing is, it would have been the same thing with Deontay Wilder. He'd be like 20-0, like 20 knockouts. That would have been comparable to fighting a much taller Alex Stewart at the time. So the thing is, fighters they did do that back then. They used to have a bunch of knockout streaks. So I feel like as far as the intimidation factor, it would have been mostly outside. It wouldn't have been about knockouts. If you get what I'm saying, because fighters did do that back then.
Hey Kurt, I got a question. How come Mike Tyson ain't fight Tim Witherspoon back in them days?
Tim Witherspoon had a lot of trouble. He was supposed to fight him, but Tim Witherspoon had a lot of trouble out of the ring at that time, man. He was getting into trouble, and something else happened that I forget, but that fight almost came to fruition. Somebody stepped in instead of Tim Witherspoon and fought Mike Tyson. Me and Scrapbook were just talking about it behind the scenes. You know, Pinklin Thomas, Tim Witherspoon, Michael Dokes, and all those guys, Tony Tucker. Something happened. I forgot, but they was getting ready to fight. What you say?
You remember? He wasn't getting paid, remember? Remember that fight we had?
Well, Don King took 85% of his purse, but Tim Witherspoon had a lot of problems. Tim Witherspoon supposed to have been better than what he really was because he had hones out on his feet. But Tim Witherspoon used to be out of shape sometimes. He had a terrific overhand right. It came on a strange angle, and he's a stretch people, you know. But that would have been an interesting fight. But Witherspoon was lazy. He was inconsistent sometimes. Tyson would have beat him. But Tyson Wilder would have been very interesting because Wilder would have tried to land his right hand, but Tyson would have been laying on it, and Tyson had very underrated defense at the time when he was in his prime, and he was a vicious body puncher. So that fight would have been very, very interesting.
Hey yo, Act, send Drew Titan a link. I don't know if you saw his comment.
I didn't because hold on. Let me get in the chat.
Yeah.
Damn, okay, right here. He said, no, I got love. Oh, no, I seen that. He said, I was the only person in NYC that had been seeing Evander would beat Mike back when he was still a cruiserweight. Rob Sportsman Lee. Also, Wilder can make adjustments against a skilled boxer, unlike Mike. My fault. Snacks B said facts. David Thomas said Mike Tyson at his best wins. Okay, Joe, I'm gonna send you the link. And then he said, "Oh shit, I forgot it. My bus pulled up." Prime Tyson Duck Lewis. Oh, he says bus pulled up. Forget it. Damn, my fault, Drew. Yeah, man, this is a good discussion. We done brought up a lot of, old school dudes and brought new school dudes up. Shoot.
Hey, matter of fact, while we here,
go ahead.
I'm gonna make a controversial statement, bro.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna make a controversial statement, and I'm probably gonna get a lot of shit from the chat, and a lot of y'all probably gonna disagree. I don't know, man. Sometimes I feel like Roy Jones is overrated, bro. Roy Jones Jr. at times for me, like I don't know, man. Like something about him, bro. Like I don't know. I feel at times it was overrated, bro. Like the reason why I say that is.
So wait. Can I ask you something? He's overrated and Mike Tyson's not.
You can say Mike Tyson was overrated too.
Oh, okay. All right. I was just making sure we was fair.
In what ways? It's his
I think
skills
so.
or
We
power?
being
Jones a
fair.
little more
All
pride.
right. If he said that, I ain't gonna argue with him. If he said Mike Tyson's over, because I hate when motherfuckers say the reason why I bring them up because they came around the same time and they always. And I remember a commentator he compared them, but Roy Jones was there, Tyson wasn't there, and he said I always thought that I thought you and Mike Tyson was always one of the most complete fighters that I seen come up from amateur to an adult. He said, I thought Tyson was at first. He said, but you're more dialed in and focused. You know what I mean? That's why we got to give credit to Roy Jones. Roy Jones, you have to say, you can't say he's overrated because he was the pound for pound dude for a good 10, 11 years, bro, up until he lost.
I'm gonna keep it real, bro. Like the way I look, you look at back in them days, and maybe Kirk can answer the question because it's always a question I've had in my mind. When I look back at Roy Jones, right? When I look right back at Roy Jones, right? How come there was no Gerald McClellan fight? How come there was no Julian Jackson fight? How come there was no Iran Barkley fight? You know what I'm saying? Like these fights couldn't have been made back in those days.
Bro, you all these dudes didn't want to fight Roy? Are you crazy?
I mean, I'm asking the question. I don't know.
Are you crazy?
I mean, to be honest, you're not the only one who thinks that because there was a lot of fights back then that could have happened that just didn't. I know. I was definitely one of the people who was asking why didn't he fight Nigel Benn or people like Mike McCallum, or why was he never going to fight somebody like Michael Watson for that matter. I mean, there's a lot of people that not a lot of people. There's just like some historians that believe he should have fight Darius Michael Chetsky, the guy who was holding the belt, so he would have became undisputed. So you're not the only one who thinks he missed out on a lot of middleweight fights. You're really not the only one.
Yeah, bro. Because go ahead, Kurt.
No, I'm sorry. Roy was a fantastic fighter, man. Fantastic fighter. He was more athletic than skills. He was just super athletic, leaping left hook and everything. Now, there was rumors about him staying away from Gerald McClellan, but he didn't fight Darius Mikushevsky battle rifle because they wanted him to come over there. And you notice,
I remember.
And Roy Jones never went to foreign land because what happened to them in the Olympics. So they had in the back of their mind, if they cheated me in the Olympics, Mayweather and Roy Jones, that is, if I go to England or Germany, they're going to cheat me then. So they never went. And that's why Roy never fought Mikushevsky. Now, Eubanks and Ben, they didn't want no smoke with Roy Jones or James Toney. The McClellan, some people say that Roy was kind of, little nervous about Gerald McClellan because he had a big reputation. Roy was a fantastic fighter from 154 to heavyweight. And, you got a couple of people who say he was overrated. I just think that his legacy looks bad when he kept getting knocked out. It just don't look good when you kept getting knocked out. And Tarver timed him perfectly. But, and I used to argue with my friends because they said Roy was better than Mayweather. And I said, no, he wasn't, because Roy had athleticism and skill, but Mayweather had skill and athleticism. He put skill first, and then he had the athleticism. Roy was the polar opposite. He was athletically gifted, who happens to be a boxer. Because when he started getting time and them athletic skills started to erode, you can time Roy. Glenwood Johnson timed him. Antonio Tarver timed him. He kept getting knocked out. And so that's the problem I had. But Roy in his prime against Brian Brandon at 168 or Murky Sosa at 175, Roy was like unbelievable, man. Roy was unbelievable. But like I said, he had more athleticism than skill.
But see, you see the names you just named, though? The names you just named, bro, like, I'm going to keep it real, bro. I don't know these guys, bro. I mean, were they at the top? Were they at the top during the early 90s?
No, they wasn't at the top. We'll just name somebody like Bernard Hopkins or James Toney.
Well, he caught Bernard in '93 when he was green, and James Toney. He caught James Toney at the right time. But James messed himself up and down and weight. And I know where Brooklyn Child getting at, because I like to judge fighters when they fight other A-level competition. You can assess their careers and their skill set better. Like Sugar Ray Leonard. I'm a big Sugar Ray Leonard fan because he had 3 super fights in the span of a year and a half. 2 against Duran, 1 against Hearns. And he was the best when he fought A-level competition. Same with Ali. When you look at Leonard, Mayweather, Ali, their careers are very similar because they were great in big fights. They were great in big fights. They knew how to win in big fights. And Roy, what is his big fight? What is his A-level competition? Was it James Toney? That was his best win. Somebody tell me in the chat or the panel, what is Roy Jones Jr. best win?
Probably Bernard Hopkins, I guess. Yeah, Bernard Hopkins.
Bro, if we talking about fantasy matchups, you know who I think would have beat
Y'all
Roy?
wouldn't say Chris Bird?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Y'all wouldn't say Chris Bird?
They never
Chris Bird against Roy Jones?
Mm-hmm.
They never fought.
They fought? When did they fight?
They never fought.
I don't think so.
He wasn't at 75?
They never fought.
Oh, no.
I don't think they fought.
My fault.
You know who I think would have beat Roy Jones? I think Andre Ward would have got him, bro. I think he would have beat him up, bro.
At 175?
At 168. 168 Andre Ward against 168 Roy Jones. I think Andre Ward beats him. Me personally, bro, I think
that's hard, man. I can't.
I'm more of a fan of Andre Ward than Roy Jones. I don't get caught up in all that flashy shit, bro.
Let me get in the chat real quick, fellas. Let me shout out Shakita. Trick Nolte said Roy's overrated. Oh, okay. All right. So and then Kenneth Johnson said no way. I guess he's saying no way to Roy. Salute to E. Woodson. Drew Titan said no. Trick Nolte said no. He said Tony, I guess. He said Ward loses unanimous decision. Trick Nolte said Roy destroys Ward.
Okay.
I can't say that.
Right.
I can't say
that. Right.
Because even Roy respected Andre Ward out of the Olympics. He walked around with his gold medal.
Man.
Roy Jones would not have been able to do that fucking behind, like he put his arms behind his back and caught him with that sweep. He would not have been able to do all that shit against Andre Ward, bro. You know what I'm saying? Andre Ward's gonna be on his stomach. He's gonna be on his chest. He's gonna make him feel uncomfortable. He's not gonna be able to get all that shit off, bro, on Andre Ward, bro. I think Andre Ward beats him by a close fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Andre Ward whitewashes him or whatever, but no way do I think Roy Jones whitewashes Andre Ward. Absolutely not.
I feel like it would have been a fight. It would have been hard to score, but at the same time, I feel like once the middle of the match came through, it would have been more for Roy Jones because Roy Jones has no reason to chase Andre Ward. He really doesn't. So it'll kind of be interesting to see Andre Ward have to chase after another boxer because that's the real way you beat boxers. And most boxers don't know how to fight other boxers as much that know how to move around. You can see that with Pernell Whitaker and Hurtado de Solis. I'm sorry, I'm butchering his name. I'll just say the Cuban fella that he fought. So
I hear y'all. And what's the name? Trick Nolte said, I didn't mean to write that. He said that Roy was my favorite. He didn't mean to write that Roy Jones was overrated. He said Roy was his favorite fighter, hands down. And then Big Money said that Josito Lopez fight is going to be interesting too. Josito Lopez is fighting John Molina Jr.
That's a good fight. I'm looking for that's gonna be a good ass fight.
The battle of the Ubers.
Hey, sometimes those battle of the Uber fights,
they do.
Dave,
Drew, I was trying to send you it before, bro. I gotta close this one out, bro, because I ain't go front. I know 503 want to go on before the fight starts, so I don't want to really. Yeah, I mean, if I keep it going, we're gonna be on for another hour.
Keep it going, bro. Keep it going, man.
I ain't go front. I gotta let my bro rock. 503, my mans, bro. I ain't going front.
Oh, he's about to go on right now.
Yeah. I remember him telling me yesterday that he wanted to go on around like 4 or 5.
Oh,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, all right.
So I don't really want to, I want my bro to get time to get his shit ready and, and shit like that. Yeah, I mean, one hand wash the other over here. But we had a good discussion, though. Yeah,
It was a fire live stream,
it's
man.
fire. Yeah, definitely. This shit was fire, bro.
Real talk, man.
I can mess with you, Brooklyn Child, because you, Kurt, and Battle Rifle could talk. Y'all can talk boxing forever. I ain't even gonna lie, bro.
Battle Rifle too. Brooklyn Child is the truth, man. Good stream, good panel, man.
I ain't gonna.
Hey, I don't know if Kurt knows this, but I have a channel.
You
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I upload video. I got a bunch of shit on my channel, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna subscribe to you in a few minutes, man.
Yeah, no doubt. You see what I'm saying? Act like I don't really promote myself. You feel me?
I never knew that. Yo, Trick, man, Trick Nolte, man, that's my dude, man. Yo, I'm gonna call you in a few minutes, man. Trick know his boxing. Trick Nolte knows boxing.
Facts. Trick Nolte, real quick, before I get out of here, before I make everybody get their last words. Not excluding Kurt, real quick. When was the first recorded belt made, and what was it made out of?
I don't know, bro. I'm gonna go first.
You don't care about belts. I ain't asking you. I'm definitely not asking you.
You know how I feel about these damn belts and shit.
I ain't asking you.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm asking the people in the chat. All right, y'all took too long. 1810, King George III gave it, and the belt was made out of lion skin and a piece of gold. So that the belts always did matter. Now, Battle Right. You go give us your last words.
I look forward to the fight tonight. I know your boy likely is going to be there, 503, and I really enjoyed talking with you guys. It's good talk, good about the fight that could happen. I love talking fantasy, so I hope you go on again so we can cover the fight. And shout out to you, Curtis, and Brooklyn.
No doubt, bro.
Brooklyn Child, go, brother. And thank you. Before you go, thank you, though, bro. You're always a lot of fun, bro. I ain't even gonna lie.
Oh, yeah, man. I appreciate you, bro. Man, all right, man. First off, man, thank you for having me on, man. It was an honor to be in a panel with Kurt Anderson, man. I mean, I've been listening to you for as long as you've been on YouTube, man, or rather on different platforms and shit. So salute to Kurt Anderson, salute to Battle Rifle. As far as Spence and Porter, man, I got Spence, 9th round stoppage. You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna be an excellent fight, but I think Spence, in my opinion, is the best fighter pound for pound. Don't give me no Lomachenko. He's not better than Spence. You know what I'm saying? The only person that comes close to him is Terrence Crawford. You know what I mean? But Spence will, after this fight, Spence will separate himself from the pack. And in closing, I'm gonna say this, bro. I felt like this for years, bro. Roy Jones is overrated. You know what I'm saying? Roy Jones is overrated, bro. I don't get caught up in all that flashy shit he be doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't get caught up on that. I think from a fantasy matchup standpoint, RJ Ward would beat Roy Jones Jr. at 168. I'm gonna close it out like that.
Right. I hear that. Kurt, give us the and close me real quick.
Oh man, great stream. I enjoyed it. Brooklyn Child, I'm a sub to you. Good to see you, Battle Rifle. It's been a minute. Talk this Boxing Day, man. I just want people to enjoy the fight, man. Boxing, we needed something like this. A unification welterweight battle, man. One of my favorite divisions, man. And boxing, man. We got a lot of fights coming up. Bosnick, Better Beef, Taylor Prograis, Joshua Ruiz, man. A whole bunch of fights, man. So it's a good time to be a boxing fan, man. Everybody sit back, kick back, enjoy the fights tonight, man. And I just want to say thanks for inviting me at, support you, and peace out to everybody. And thanks, chat, for sharing your time.
No problem, Kurt. I appreciate Brooklyn Child. I appreciate Battle Rifle. I appreciate Kurt, and I appreciate my bro Monty. I don't know what happened to the reception of the service, Monty, but I appreciate you, bro. If you come back and listen to it for coming on, for real. I'm gonna be looking out for you now that I know you got a channel and stuff like that. I wasn't too familiar before, but now I know him, brother. So it's cool. I'm looking forward to the festivities. In closing, I just want to say, me personally, I got it. Errol winning by unanimous decision. I think Errol is going to knock him down. Maybe in the later rounds. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be I'm not going to say a wide gap, but it's going to be a clear enough decision to where Errol won the fight. You know what I mean? So with that being said, and Trick Nolte, I'll give you a call, bro. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Shout out to the full Berserker clan. It's your boy Act Reacher, and I never steer you wrong. We're going to come back with that reaction video. And I'm out.
Peace.
Peace.